That's a wonderful. Also, millet pongal we have as an option, Uja. So I'm very fond of having pongals, you know. It's like a comfort food. So very simple to prepare, yet very, delicious, and it's like a comfort for all of us. So very good. Millet pongal is a very good option to consume. So, Mr. Rajendra, GI and carb both are same. That's a wonderful question, I believe. As soon as we start with the presentation, slowly you'll get to know what exactly a glycemic index is and what exactly carbs are, right? So just probably hold on with this question for a while, and soon we'll be starting with the presentation in just another couple of minutes. And you'll have a very brief idea about what exactly a GI is and what exactly a carbs are. Okay, so just hold on with the same thought that you have. So Mr. Mohan had his 100 grams of Safola oats cooked and topped with extra virgin olive oil. Okay. I am a little old school when it comes to the dietary habits, to be very frank. So I would always prefer something which is not coming out of the packet and getting cooked directly. So let's try to avoid as much as possible to go ahead with, maybe the canned foods or the ready to eat foods, like the ready to eat dosas and idlis and.
Anything that gets cooked in 2 minutes, let's avoid that.
Yes, yes. Vitamin D rich foods. So, Jayashankar ji, there are very limited sources of vitamin D available through food, right? We are very blessed to stay in a country like India. And I would also mention that, the best source of vitamin D is to probably get from your sunlight. So that's the best source. So you get probably from some nuts, maybe some eggs or some, little from makhana and eggs also. But the best source to absorb your vitamin D in a required and sufficient proportion what your body requires is basically कि आप एक 15-20 minutes का जो time है morning में just soak it in the fresh sun in the morning, maybe at around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's the best way to, absorb vitamin D. सो अंजलि जीआई क्या होता है, उसी के बारे में आज का हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन है, राइट? बस हम लोग प्रेजेंटेशन हमारा स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं एंड अनुजा विल स्टार्ट एंड विल एक्सप्लेन टू यू जीआई और जीएल क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली. सो प्लीज होल्ड ऑन, विल स्टार्ट विद द सेशन वेरी वेरी क्विकली नाउ.
Shall I share the screen now?
Yes, Anuja, I feel we can start with the
We
presentation.
start.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
While presenting, आप लोगों के जो भी doubts हो, जो भी concerns, what all doubts and queries you have, please start dropping in the chat section. We'll try to answer mostly in the chat section, और हम लोग orally वो questions ले लेंगे, right? So please start dropping in questions in the chat section. So we have a combination of people. Some people only understand English, some understand Hindi. So we'll try to keep it as a bilingual presentation today, something in Hindi, something in English, so that every one of us can understand what exactly we are trying to, present today. Let's
Yes.
start with the
Screen is
presentation.
visible.
Yes, it's visible. Yes, it's visible, Anuja.
So, as Radhika said, keep on dropping your questions in the chat box. So, in between, if possible, we will try and take those, or by end of this session, we will for sure take those questions for you. Okay? So now, as many of you asking in the chat box that what is exactly GI is. Okay? So, firstly, I would like to tell you there is no such food that has no carbohydrate except the animal protein. ठीक है, सिंपल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ले लो, ऐसा कोई भी फूड नहीं बना है जिसमें कार्बोहाइड्रेट नहीं है एक्सेप्ट एनिमल्स से जो प्रोटीन हमको मिलता है वो. ठीक है. सेकेंडली, नॉट ऑल कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स वर्क्स सेम इन आवर बॉडी. सारे कार्बोहाइड्रेट एक जैसे काम नहीं करते हैं हमारे बॉडी में. ठीक है. कुछ कुछ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ऐसे होते हैं वो बहुत जल्दी स्पाइक दे देते हैं, और कुछ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ऐसे होते हैं जो स्लो स्पाइक देते हैं. देयर आर फ्यू कार्बोहाइड्रेट that gives us a quick spike in blood sugar levels, while others gives us a very slow spike. And avoiding this rapid spike in our blood sugar, we need to understand this glycemic index. Okay? So glycemic index, what it does is it addresses these differences by assigning the number to the foods that reflects how quickly your blood sugar is increasing. सिंपल है अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स क्या होता है, ये हमारे ये जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट है इसको एक नंबरिंग फॉर्म में स्कोर देता है. ठीक है. जिसके डिपेंडेंट मतलब किसके डिपेंडेंट? जितना हाई शुगर स्पाइक जाएगा उसका ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स यूजुअली हाई रहता है, ठीक है। सो इसके अकॉर्डिंगली ये नंबरिंग होता है। आई होप यहाँ पे जिन जिन को क्वेश्चन थे व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स इज, आई होप आपके डाउट क्लियर है। अगर क्लियर है तो यस करके बताइए, नहीं तो ये मैं वापस एक्सप्लेन करूंगी ये चीज। डिफरेंट GI फूड्स गिव डिफरेंट स्पाइक्स, यस। देन आई गेस मैंने यहाँ पे ये चीज तो क्लियर कर दी है आपके लिए। नाउ द GI स्केल goes from 0 to 100, ठीक है। प्योर ग्लूकोज हैज द हाईएस्ट GI which is given the value of 100, मतलब जो शुगर है हमारा उसका GI is the highest in the glycemic index part। GI का स्केल क्या होता है? 0 से 100 तक, ओके। बेसिकली फूड्स विथ हाई GI आर दोज which are rapidly digested, absorbed and metabolized, which results in quick sugar spikes in our body, ठीक है। ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, हाई ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स फूड का मतलब क्या होता है? जो बहुत जल्दी हमारे बॉडी में डाइजेस्ट हो जाते हैं, एब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं, और जिसका रिजल्ट होता है हाई शुगर स्पाइक, दैट इज हाई ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स फूड। Whereas low glycemic index food is the one that produces smaller fluctuations in your blood sugar levels, and it keeps the sugar spike, the curve of the sugar spike is lesser as compared to the high glycemic index food, as you can see in this graph, ठीक है। मतलब जो लो ग्लाइसेमिक है वो स्लोली डाइजेस्ट होंगे, स्लोली एब्जॉर्ब होंगे, स्लोली ग्लूकोज रिलीज करेंगे। दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट थिंग यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हियर, ठीक है। देयर आर कैटेगरीज ऑफ ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, ठीक है। सो हाई ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स फूड इज समथिंग दैट इज मोर देन 70 score. Then medium glycemic index food is something that has score between 56 to 69, and low glycemic index food is something that has less than 55 glycemic index score, ठीक है। 3 कैटेगरीज होते हैं ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स के। एक होता है 70 से आगे, दूसरा होता है 56 to 69 विच इज जो होता है मीडियम ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, और लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स हम किसको कहते हैं? जिसका ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स स्कोर लेस देन 55 आता है उसको, ठीक है। कंपेयरिंग दीज वैल्यूज कैन हेल्प अस choose the healthier options in the carbohydrates, ठीक है। Because as I said in the start, there is no such food which has which do not have contain carbohydrate except the animal protein। तो हमको ये सारे बाकी के जो फूड बचते हैं उसमें से लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स चुनने हैं, सो दैट हमारे शुगर लेवल्स को स्पाइक कम जाए, ठीक है। The purpose of explaining you guys glycemic index is to encourage the consumption of carbohydrate containing food that is not giving the high sugar spike, ठीक है। सो ये चीज को हमको यहाँ पे ध्यान रखना है। सो वेयर द ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स usually helps is keeping our blood sugar in the control. It also, low GI diet also helps in healthy weight loss, okay। So even if your sugars are now in the reversed form, okay, let's take it as an example that you have successfully reversed your diabetes, but you still have to do the weight loss, okay। For healthy weight loss, you can still consider having low GI food. And to not get the sugars high again, stick to the low GI food in your daily routine. I hope glycemic index is clear to all of you. Yes? Okay, I can see too many yes in the chat section. So now I will move to the second thing which is related to glycemic index, but this might not be very familiar to all of you, is glycemic load. Okay, let's understand what glycemic load is. The glycemic load is relatively the new way to assess the impact of carbohydrate consumption that takes the GI into account, but a fuller picture than the GI. ठीक है, ये हमको थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ, थोड़ा सा डीप पिक्चर दे देता है एज कम्पेयर टू GI कि सच में इज दैट फूड गिविंग अस अ स्पाइक और नॉट, ठीक है। सो अ GI वैल्यू इंडिकेट्स ओनली हाउ रैपिडली अ पर्टिकुलर कार्बोहाइड्रेट टर्न्स इनटू द शुगर, ओके। मतलब एक लेट्स से पर्टिकुलर कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो होता है वो कितने जल्दी शुगर में कन्वर्ट होता है, that is what glycemic load calculates, or that is what glycemic load indicates to us, not calculate, indicates to us, ठीक है। It does not indicate how much of that carbohydrate, okay, it does not indicate how much of that carbohydrate is serving a particular food, ठीक है, you need to know both of these understandings, like considering your GI and GL, both of these has to be hand to hand when it comes to controlling your sugar levels. ठीक है, that is where GL comes into the picture. Glycemic load indicates the effects of carbohydrate from that particular food and its overall impact on your sugar level. Simple term में बताती हूँ. Glycemic load क्या करता है, हमको एक इंडिकेशन देता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो वो फूड से आ रहा है वो हमारे बॉडी को कितना इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है, इसका हमको डीप पिक्चर ग्लाइसेमिक लोड दे देता है. ठीक है, it again has its own category. So high GL is about 20, moderate GL यानी glycemic load, moderate glycemic load is between 11 to 19 and low glycemic load is less than 10. Okay, generally speaking, low glycemic foods are more, low glycemic load foods basically are more beneficial to those who are looking to manage their sugar levels, manage their other lifestyle related disorders. Maybe आपका BP हाई हो, sugars हाई हो, you want to do a good weight loss, you have other complications, you can go ahead with low GI and low GL foods, which will help you improve on your overall health, not only the sugar levels. ठीक है, moving ahead. Okay, so understanding glycemic index and glycemic load. ठीक है, अभी बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो हमने ले लिया कि क्या होता है ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स एंड ग्लाइसेमिक लोड. ठीक है, अभी यहाँ पे हमको क्या करना है, बेसिकली ग्लाइसेमिक लोड का कैलकुलेशन समझते हैं. इट टेक्स द ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स इनटू द कंसिडरेशन, ओके, एंड पर्टिकुलर ग्राम्स ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो उस फूड में है. लेट्स से एज आई हैव गिवन यू द एग्जांपल हियर, यू कैन सी a glycemic index of an watermelon is 72. ठीक है, 72 यहाँ पे हमने ले लिया, then which is high, but a cup of watermelon, approximately 150 grams of watermelon contains around 7 grams of carbs. ठीक है, तो 72 into 7 कर लिया and we have to divide it by 100 which is 5. So the glycemic load of watermelon is low, so we can consider having watermelon in our diet. ठीक है, सो थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ आइडिया हमको आने के लिए ये कैलकुलेशन मैंने यहाँ पे आपको समझाया है. इट इज वेरी सिंपल. ओके, एंड वी यूजुअली व्हेनेवर वी प्लान लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स फूड, वी यूजुअली कंसिडर लो ग्लाइसेमिक लोड ऑल्सो, सो दैट फ्यू मोर फूड प्रोडक्ट्स कैन बी एडेड इनटू योर रूटीन. ठीक है, नाउ गोइंग अहेड, व्हाट इज ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स एंड लेट्स से वर्सेस ग्लाइसेमिक लोड. सो न्यूमेरिकल वे ऑफ शोइंग इट, हमने तो समझ लिया कि ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स क्या होता है एंड ग्लाइसेमिक लोड क्या होता है. ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स रैंक्स फूड फ्रॉम 1 to 10 बेस्ड ऑन हाउ क्विकली दे आर डाइजेस्टेड एंड गेट इनटू आवर ब्लड स्ट्रीम. ओके, whereas glycemic load on the other hand takes the amount of carbohydrate in that single serving into consideration by taking like into consideration and उसके बेसिस पे शुगर का स्पाइक हमको कितना आता है वो यहाँ पे हमको समझ में आएगा. So both the things are important when it comes to managing the sugar levels. We cannot just rely on, let's say, low glycemic index, and we cannot just rely on low glycemic load. We have to take both of them into the consideration while making the changes into our routine. Okay. Now, importance of low GI diet. Let's understand this in very, let's say, studies which we have gone through. Okay. So studies have shown that the low GI may also have other health benefits rather than just helping you reduce your blood sugar level. ठीक है, starting from, as I said, it will help you in weight loss. So it will help you in weight loss. A low glycemic index food obviously has lesser carbohydrate, okay, as compared to the high glycemic index food. ठीक है, so it will obviously going to help us in the weight loss. Obviously, eating low GI foods will help you gain, a control over your blood sugar levels. So, does it, let's say, it has a good impact on your sugar levels. When your sugar levels are also in the control, you're ultimately having a low GI food, low glycemic index food, low carbohydrate food. Okay, that is going to promote your weight loss a lot. Okay, then going ahead, it also helps in improving your cholesterol, as I have mentioned here. A low GI diet may reduce the total cholesterol जो हमारे लिपिड प्रोफाइल में आता है. It also helps in reducing your LDL, that is bad cholesterol. Okay. And the low GI food, which has high fiber content, and that is why it helps in lowering. Basically, you must have heard, if your lipid profiles are high, your coach must have guided you ki increase your fiber intake, right? Why the fibers are important? Because they are low in glycemic index, and that will help you reduce the cholesterol in your body. So that is very important while making sure that we are having low GI food. So it will again help in reducing blood sugar level. Again, the same reason here, that low GI foods has high fiber, and high fiber helps you in improving your blood pressure. It will help you in improving your sugars. It will help you. एक बार ये चीजें manage हो गई, the other complications which we have in our future, that will automatically come down. Okay. Now, how your plate should look like. This you have, I guess, heard like infinity times from us, that how your plate should look like. So our plate should be always filled with vegetables, 50%, जैसे हमने यहाँ पे कहा. You can see this यहाँ पे hand portions दिए गए हैं. So you can see this. This is also which we can follow. Let's say low GI, high fiber, carbohydrate. Step 1 is colorful and non-starchy veggies. So fill half of your plate with vegetables or salad. 1 serve of raw salad, vegetable, and 1 serve of cooked vegetable you can take here. Okay. Step 2 is very important, low glycemic index and high fiber carbohydrates. Okay. You have to aim to introduce low glycemic index food as a carbohydrate. Let's say 25% of your plate should be of carbohydrate, or let's say 1/4 of your plate should be of carbohydrate. Step 3 is protein. Okay. So step 3 may, let's say 25% of our plate again has to be filled with the protein, which has dals, beans, and all our lean protein, animal protein that comes up here. Okay. And step 4 here is including healthy fats, a thumb portion. Okay. A thumb portion should be our healthy fat intake throughout the, let's say, in a plate. So what can be added into the healthy fats? Nuts can be added, seeds can be added. Okay. These all things you can consider having while you're balancing out your plate. Second. Now, let us understand meal sequencing. So this is one of our favorite topic as a coach, I must say, because we always make sure to guide our clients or users first on meal sequencing. Because once you are able to do the meal sequencing, or once you understand what meal sequencing is, then half of your problems are gone there. And the second step comes in, what all things are suiting you. So let us understand what meal sequencing is. Okay, this is first step of your meal sequencing. It has many benefits, as I said. The most beneficial reason to start meal sequencing is for our fat loss, reducing our sugar levels, managing your energy intake, everything. Basically, the body breaks down carbohydrate in the usable energy, that is we called as glucose. ठीक है. मील सीक्वेंसिंग हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमारा फैट लॉस हो जाए, शुगर लेवल्स कम हो जाए, और हमारे एनर्जी लेवल्स अच्छे से मेंटेन रहे. ठीक है. हमारी बॉडी कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स को यूजुअली डाइजेस्ट करती है इन सो दैट हम उसको एनर्जी के दौर पे यूज कर सके. फॉर दिस रीजन कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स आर द ग्रेटेस्ट एंड फास्ट एक्टिंग एनर्जी सोर्सेस इन आवर बॉडी. सो लाइक इफ आई आस्क यू that if you are, let's say, stressed out, or if you feel a lot of hunger and you have got no time throughout the day for eating, okay, so what will you choose to eat? Just answer those in the chat section कि ऐसे टाइम पे आप क्या चूज करोगे. दिन भर आपको टाइम नहीं मिला है खाने के लिए, ठीक है, आप बहुत काम में थे, बहुत वर्क, मतलब बिल्कुल उठने के लिए टाइम नहीं मिला with the meetings back to back, everything. And now you have got 10-15 minutes of time. What will you choose to eat? Nuts and seeds. Good. I can see 2 good answers here, that nuts and seeds is a very good option. Others, makhana, seeds, proteins, salads and nuts. So I can see we guys have guided you a little better before this. So I can see the good responses here, that salads, eggs, proteins. So many a times what happens is absent-mindedly we choose the carbohydrate-rich food during that time. And when we choose the carbohydrate-rich food, it gives us a higher sugar spike. और लेट्स से एनर्जी क्रैशेस जिसको हम बोलते हैं, दैट इट विल गिव यू अ सटाइटी फॉर दैट स्मॉलर पीरियड, बाद में आपको वापस इमीडिएटली भूख लग जाएगी. सो instead of choosing the snacks absent-mindedly, even if you are busy throughout the day, choose your snacks mindfully. It should have some protein, it should have some nuts. It is okay if it does not contain any complex carbohydrate or high carbohydrate food for that matter. Okay? So, let's start with meal sequences. So, start your meals with the salad first. Filling up the fiber before eating carbohydrate often leads to reduced in energy intake. The reason here is fibrous foods are, let's say, gives us a satiety. It often requires more chewing, तो हमारा time बहुत ज़्यादा है, and it will reduce, let's say, it will increase your time of eating. Slow eating जो हम कहते हैं ना, कभी कभी हमारे ब्रेन को सिग्नल देने में टाइम जाता है. So slow eating, it will improve, okay? And it can slow down your digestion of carbohydrate, okay? Which is very important here. This means these foods are filling. As I said, it will give you a satiety. They have lots of nutrients, vitamins, minerals into it. They are lower in calories. So आप कितने भी बार salads पे munch करो, your sugar levels are not going to spike at that time. Okay? So after that, adding a natural protein and a fat source also helps in improving your sugar levels. Okay? So first, as I said, start your meal with salad. Eating fiber is a great way to help to slow down your digestion of carbohydrate. This will help you to prevent the glucose and the rising of that glucose and falling asleep. अगर आप, let's say, you skip the salad and if you start your meal with carbohydrate, you will see a quick spike and वो बहुत जल्दी नीचे आ जाएगा. जितना जल्दी वो नीचे आएगा, you'll feel hungry a lot. ठीक है? So when you eat fibers, let's say salads first, that will help you in slow digestion of carbohydrate. जो sugar spike होगा वो थोड़ा कम होगा. The glucose will stay in your body for the longer period, but it will give you a satiety and you will not feel hungry very quickly after that particular meal. Okay? Eating a high fiber diet may benefit in digestion. It helps in weight loss, as I said before. And let's say the recommendation of fiber intake throughout the day is around 40 grams fiber. Okay? Then add a protein source in your meal before having the carbohydrates. Okay? So basically you tolerate carbohydrate better when they are not eaten on the empty stomach. अगर आप empty stomach carbohydrate खाओगे, as I said, next meal आपका बहुत, like you will feel hungry a lot after that. Eating one source of protein in each meal will help you to improve on your sugar levels, and that will help you to, have a portion control over your carbohydrates. ठीक है? So that is very important. Maybe what you can do is, I'll give you a simple example. Let's say हमने ये plate method से खाना ले लिया. First finish your salad. ठीक है? Then finish half of the dal if you have. ठीक है? पूरी दाल अगर आपको उस टाइम पे नहीं खानी है, finish half of the dal and then go ahead with your roti sabzi and the remaining dal. ठीक है? So that your meal sequencing has done better. ठीक है? Then again, add a handful of nuts before your meals. Eating foods that contains both proteins, fibers, and healthy fats is the best way to fuel your body for the long-lasting energy. And this will help you maintain your satiety levels, energy levels, and sugar levels. ठीक है? So ये meal sequencing के 3 steps हमेशा follow करना, हमेशा. Even if let's say your sugars are reversed, this one thing can be followed from each and every individual in the world. So we have to make sure कि हम ये 3 meal sequencing के जो points है वो daily, regularly सारे meals में follow करें, not only in the one meal. Okay? So yes, role of fiber. So this is very important.
Anuja, sorry to disturb you. People want to know what exactly meal sequencing is. In short, you explained it very briefly and wonderfully, right? They just want to know in a gist what exactly is a meal sequencing.
So basically, meal sequencing is following a particular, I can say, following a particular flow of eating the food, basically. Okay? So basic, starting from salad, then protein, then healthy fats, and last carbohydrate. This is the sequencing of nutrients and the sequencing of meal sequencing. I hope I have made this clear. right? So yeah, over to you, Radhika. Or do you want to take this?
I'll take from the video part, Anuja.
Okay, great. So, role of fiber. This is very simple. I have added this because we have came across this particular thing from a good book which is called as Glucose Goddess. So, starting your meals with the vegetables, what it does is the fiber coats your small intestine and slows down your gastric emptying. ठीक है? Gastric emptying मतलब it slows down, basically, to understand for you, it slows down the glucose absorption. Okay. As I mentioned here, glucose from the rest of the meal is absorbed to the lesser and the smaller extent. And that is why there is going to be the smaller spike. And इसका benefit क्या होगा? Fewer cravings, दिन भर cravings नहीं होंगे. Slow aging, reduced risk of any other diseases in future. Like your energy levels will be on the top throughout the day. Improved your hormonal balance. ठीक है? All these things will, like, only following this one thing will help you overcome all these things. So try that. If you have a lot of craving, try that veggies has to be the first thing into your meal, and then go ahead with other things. Okay, yeah. Over to you, Radhika.
Yeah. Before we just start with the small video, Anuja, people would want to know quickly what exactly are the hand gestures. In that meal plate, there were hand gestures over there. So we
Yeah.
have a lot of queries for the same.
8 seconds. So as you can see here, okay. So handful of, let's say, full 2 hands of non-starchy vegetables, a feast of carbohydrate, okay. Let's say if you are seeing this, my hand, the palm size should be your protein and the thumb size should be your fat intake. This is the portion sizes that I have mentioned here. So someone is asking, please, can you give some examples of veggies to have? How much portion? So, Bhaskar ji, basically, as I said, 50% of your plate should be filled with vegetable. And when I say non-starchy vegetables, only potato and sweet potato we have to avoid here. Other than that, you can go ahead with any of the vegetable that you like in this 50%. Okay. Second, I will go to the video again. Yeah. So you want me to play this video first?
Yes, Anuja.
Okay. Let me know if this is audible. I'm not sure. I'll just play and pause. Let me know if it is audible or not.
Yeah, sure.
Audible?
No, it's not audible, Anuja.
That is, give me a second. I will just.
I feel it's okay when if it's not audible, maybe we can just play
Yeah.
that. I'll explain to all of them what exactly the
Yeah.
video says.
I'm playing it. Okay. Yeah.
Now, this is scientific theory in practice.
So I know for most of you, the video was not very clearly audible. We are already on a video call, right? We're already on a Zoom call. And again, to play a video, most of the times it's not very clear. So do not worry. It's a small video of 30 seconds and I'll try to explain you what exactly the video says, right? This is basically, again, a small gist of what Anuja was explaining to us till now regarding the sequence of the food, right? So for example, if we follow a proper order or a proper sequence of the food, that means we start our food with good amount of fibers, then we probably switch to some proteins and then to the carbs. Okay, I'll repeat again. जब हम खाने की शुरुआत करते हैं हमारे फाइबर से, उसके बाद हम लेते हैं कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोटीन्स एंड उसके बाद हमारा कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. जब हम ये सीक्वेंस फॉलो करते हैं इन आवर मील्स, this will help us to control the sugar spike up to an extent of almost 75%, right? So for example, मैं आपको एक ऑप्शन देती हूँ थाली का. I have sabzi, some sort of salad. I have a boiled egg and I have my dal rice. Okay, ये मेरे पास सामने options है. तो मेरा sequence क्या है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने सबसे पहले दाल राइस खा लिया, देन आई चोज टू हैव माई सैलेड्स एंड देन आई चोज टू हैव माई एग वाइट. ओके, ये मेरा ऑप्शन वन है. देन द सेकंड ऑप्शन दैट आई ईट इज, आई स्टार्ट माई मील विद गुड अमाउंट ऑफ सैलेड्स, I switch it to some amount of, I have my egg white, and then I switch it to some dal rice which I have it in my plate. अब पोर्शन मैंने सेम लिया है, खाना मेरा सेम है. द ओनली डिफरेंस इज द सीक्वेंस. व्हाट डिड आई ईट फर्स्ट? आई फर्स्ट चोज टू हैव माय फाइबर. I then chose to have my egg white, which is a source of protein for me. And then I had my little dal rice, which is a majorly source of carbohydrates. So if I follow this meal sequencing up to an extent, my sugar levels, if not more, up to an extent of 75%, I can control this spike. So the sugar level, which was maybe supposed to raise up to 250, शायद वो it will just probably stop up to 150 for me, right? So following this meal sequencing is very, very, very important. It's like, the gist of what exactly we have to work towards mindfully on a regular basis. Can we please move to the next slide, Anuja? Now, relationship of GI with diabetes. Although Anuja had explained to you, right, कि GI क्या होता है, उससे आपके शुगर लेवल्स कैसे बढ़ते हैं, but I will just explain to you basically. काफी complicated this slide might look to you, it might look very complicated, but I'll just try to brief it to you in a very simple language for you. So what does this slide basically explain to us is the etiology of diabetes. Okay, now basically it tells us the onset of diabetes. Diabetes कैसे आता है and how does it stem exactly? Okay, now obesity, your genetic factors, your lifestyle, that is your inactivity, your sedentary lifestyle, these are the major factors which eventually lead to diabetes. Okay, they lead to insulin resistance and eventually lead to diabetes for us. Now post that, if we consume a lot of high GI foods, which because of the high glycemic load also, there is overconsumption of carbohydrate intake in our diet. Okay, so there is high carbohydrate intake in the diet. What exactly happens is, because of the high carbohydrate intake in the diet, there is more demand for insulin in our body. Okay, because you're having more carb, it's a carbohydrate rich diet. So that's but obvious that the insulin demand will increase in the body for us. Now, once the insulin demand increases in the body, the insulin sensitivity also increases for us. It basically becomes very bad for us. Now, over the years, because of the greater insulin demands that we have, उससे क्या होता है, we see some beta cell exhaustion, जो बेसिकली आपका इंसुलिन आपके बॉडी में प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है. ओके, एंड दैट लीड्स टू ग्लूकोज इंटॉलरेंस, बिकॉज आप हाई कार्बोहाइड्रेट मील ले रहे हो, बिकॉज आपका फिजिकल एक्टिविटी बराबर नहीं है, आपके बॉडी में इंसुलिन की डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ रही, तो जो सप्लाई और चेन जो आपका पैटर्न है वो कहीं पे भी मैच नहीं हो रहा है, राइट? बिकॉज इंसुलिन सेंसिटिविटी आपकी बढ़ गई, इंसुलिन डिमांड्स आपकी बढ़ गई है, आपकी बॉडी कितना प्रोड्यूस कर लेगी? यू आर प्रेशराइजिंग योर बॉडी अ लॉट इन दैट केस, राइट? और बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आपके बॉडी में बीटा सेल एग्जॉशन होता है. ठीक है, योर बॉडी इज नॉट एबल टू प्रोड्यूस इनफ इंसुलिन, और इवन तो आपकी बॉडी इनफ इंसुलिन प्रोड्यूस कर रही है, योर बॉडी इज नॉट एबल टू एब्जॉर्ब इट वेल. और उससे क्या होता है, अगर कॉन्स्टेंटली आपके बॉडी के हाई इंसुलिन डिमांड्स रहे, उससे आपकी बॉडी को ग्लूकोज इंटॉलरेंस होता है. आपकी बॉडी इज नॉट एबल टू एब्जॉर्ब इट वेल. I hope I was able to explain this complicated slide in a simple language well. All right, next move to the next slide, please. Now, certain tips to reduce GI of the food. Okay, first is that we have to ensure the meal sequencing to reduce this glucose spike. Now, I think this is one thing which you would probably hear in every presentation, every time whenever you're getting in connect with your coach, because as I always say, and also as Anuja mentioned, this is like the basics of diabetes, right? If you have to ensure कि आपका शुगर लेवल कंट्रोल में है, आपके शुगर लेवल्स हम ठीक रखें, तो we have to follow a meal sequencing. ठीक है, so as I mentioned, if we follow a proper meal sequencing, we are able to reduce the glucose spikes up to 75%, if not more, right? And that plays a very crucial role. So for example, today I could manage my sugar levels up to 150, tomorrow I could manage till around 170, the third day I could manage up to around 140. So on a regular basis, if I'm able to manage the sugar levels, imagine the amount of HbA1c reduction that we will have by the end of 3 months, right? So that is how important it is for us. Next is eat whole foods instead of purees, smoothies, and juices. Again, this is very, very important. Bigger the grain, better the GI of that food, right? So a very simple example, whether I eat an apple or I have an apple juice, even though iska basic ingredient same hai, but it does play a very, very crucial role. So majorly, as you might have heard, you should always eat your fruits and you should not drink your fruit, right? So better the food consistency that we have, better the GI that we will have for the food. Next is about adding healthy proteins and fats in our meal. It's again, I would say, a sub point of following the meal sequencing, right? So as if we cover the first point well, अगर हम हमारा meal sequencing properly follow कर रहे हैं, that basically means कि हम हमारे खाने में good amount of protein और healthy fats incorporate कर रहे हैं. As Anuja had mentioned, आपका fiber का quantity कितना होना चाहिए? A handful of it, fat हमारा fist of it. तो अगर हम ये चीजें properly follow करें, that means हमारे खाने में all the required portions what we require, required amount of fiber, required amount of protein, healthy fats, we are incorporating these things in the every meal that we are consuming, which will eventually help us to take care of the GI. Next is eat cooked rice and cooled rice for higher resistance starch. Now you might have heard it's lately a lot of in the trend that people say have your, the rice which you have cooked in the morning, maybe in the evening hours, what you have cooked in the evening, maybe in the morning hours. So the reason for that is it has higher resistance starch and that will help us to control the sugar spike. So for example, अगर आपने freshly prepared rice लिया है, so if the sugar level might probably go up to 180, once you have a rice which was cooked maybe in the morning, if you have it in the evening hours, we won't see that higher sugar spike for us, right? So cooked and cooled rice, if we prefer having, that will help us again to control the spike for us. So that's, for most of us, rice is a very integral part of our diet, most of the days, like morning, evenings, we prefer having rice with our lunch and dinner. So it's a wonderful option to go ahead with. Next is about avoiding processed foods. We also saw in the chat section that we had Sapola oats. So I very clearly mentioned, let's try to avoid packed food as much as possible. ठीक है, हमारे पास आसपास मार्केट्स है, लोकल स्टोर्स है, locally freshly available green vegetables है, grains है. So why not to opt for that initially? Because maybe we are not used to it. हमें शायद prepare करने में time लगे. We might not be used to a lot of preparations and all. But yes, gradually going ahead, once you become used to it, that is what is the demand of the body, right? Body does not demand any sort of processed food, cooked food, like ready to eat food. These are not acceptable for the body. And the best example of this is again, even when nutrition science, food science, meal sequencing was not in the picture years back, when our parents and our grandparents and their parents were probably working on their diets, these things were not in a trend the way they are today, right? But still they could understand the importance of eating local, or us waqt, I agree, even these many options were not available, but also because of that their bodies were much healthier than what we are today, right? So the better we eat locally grown food, freshly available food, that is more acceptable for the body, and we should try to avoid the processed food as much as possible, right? Next that we have is having your acetic acid drink 15 minutes before a meal. Now, even most of you might have heard from your respective coaches that, maybe after doing a lot of experiments, if we see that the sugar levels are spiking up, maybe in the morning hours or after any specific meal of the day, we see that, your coaches might have given you XYZ amount of apple cider vinegar with diluted in some water, and to have it maybe 15-20 minutes before the meal. Now, this is again one thing which will help us to control the sugar spikes up to a very beautiful extent, right? And to understand this, we will be switching to the next slide, which will give us a detail why acetic acid, or basically apple cider vinegar, will help us to control the sugar spike for us. Next slide, please. So I'll just explain basically. So what basically happens is once you ensure that, you have your acetic acid drink or, your apple cider vinegar, maybe before 15-20 minutes before your meal, that is something which is helping us, the muscle to soak the glucose faster. Okay. And that is the basic reason why having apple cider vinegar before your meal will eventually help us to control the spike, right? So as we can see in this example, if you have a croissant for your meal And in the next picture, we have a croissant with before that we have our apple cider vinegar drink, as you know, probably acetic acid drink before that. So you can see the amount of difference in the spike that we have here. We see a very, very huge spike post having this meal of a croissant. However, in the second picture, we see a very controlled and a very gradual spike because we had our apple cider vinegar mocktail before having it. And that is how important it is to ensure that we are having apple cider vinegar before our meals. Again, a disclaimer over here. Do not add apple cider vinegar, if you're not consulting with your coach for this, because if you need it or not is something your coach will decide for you. Because if we have it unnecessarily, you might end up being in a hypoglycemic state, which is surely we do not want for you, right? And that's not a very good state to be in. So whether to add apple cider vinegar in your diet or not is something which has to be decided by your coach, right? So how are the sugar levels for you? How are the CGM graphs for you? Depending upon all those factors, the coach will decide for you whether you need apple cider vinegar in your meals or not. But yes, as mentioned, it helps muscle to soak up the glucose much faster, and eventually you don't see those spikes post your meal. And it has been seen that there's a reduction of up to 30% of your sugar spike if you have your apple cider mocktail, or a glass of apple cider vinegar with some diluted with some water, obviously. So we see a spike control of up to 30%, which is really, really huge for us. Next slide, please. So I have been getting a lot of questions, when Anuja was presenting that. Please tell us the foods which are low in glycemic index, or please help us to understand which food is lower in glycemic. Right? So these links are very, very essential and helpful for you. We will also try to share the link with you on the chat section if possible, but these are the references that we have, right? So let's ensure that you can quickly take a picture of this, I would say, right? So they will help you to give a brief idea of what is a GI, GL of different foods, your veggies, your grains, your milk products. So this is how you can just go through. So it's basically like going to be a gist of today's presentation. कुछ आपके डाउट्स भी हो, जीआई किसका ज्यादा है, जीएल किसका लो है, किसका हाई है. सो ये आपको एक ब्रीफ आइडिया देगा अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स. एंड ऑल्सो इट विल हेल्प यू टू एक्सप्लेन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ सीक्वेंसिंग जो हम लोग आपको एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, राइट? So I hope these 4 references are going to be super, super beneficial for you. Let's go ahead with these. Now is the quiz time, right? So this is always what I'm waiting for by the end of the presentation. Because we really put in our heart and soul to explain to you what exactly a GI is or what a GL is. So अभी हम देखेंगे कि आप लोगों को कितनी बातें समझ आई है, and we'll just try to understand out from you the options that we will show to you. कौन से फूड का GI लो है और कौन से फूड का GI हाई है, ठीक है? So you all have to give your answers as quickly as possible in the chat section, and let's go ahead with the first option available for us. So the first option that we have is wheat, rice and dal, white rice and dal, sorry. And the second that we have is millet rice with paneer or chicken and some salad. Okay. Seems our presentation was successful for today, Anuja. We could see most of the answers B.
Yeah. Some are telling what is high glycemic index. So let's make it simple. What is low in glycemic index here? A or B? Most of them. Yeah, B. Correct. Why? Because again, the meal sequencing has come in the picture. Salads, hai, proteins, hai, carbohydrates, hai, everything is there in the meal. When it comes to dal rice, here we can just see the carbohydrate and the dal, which is again a lentil carbohydrate, which has a little bit of, let's say, good amount of protein into it for the vegetarians. But yes, for balancing, salad is missing in this dal rice plate. Moving ahead with the second. So in next, we will find what is high glycemic index, okay?
So first option is your sabzi, roti, dal and salad. And the second is your roti, rice and rajma.
So what is high in glycemic index here? Which plate looks high in glycemic index? B.
Right.
Second option. Great.
All
I
of
can
you
hear
have
it.
been very good students throughout the presentation, it seems. That's a wonderful
Yeah.
answer. No?
Next, let's move to the third one. Let's find out what is low in glycemic index here.
So a very delicious looking burger for us and some paneer frankie made with whole wheat.
B.
So this is something that we have to understand which one is having a low GI over here. Right,
Yes.
Anushka, this is what you mentioned?
Yeah. So why low GI paneer frankie is because it has paneer and it is, as mentioned, it is made with whole wheat. If you're making it with refined flour, yes, it has a very high glycemic index. And it has no nutrients, so better to avoid that.
Right. So the correct answer here is paneer frankie made with whole wheat, see in the picture.
Let's say यहाँ पे देखते हैं again what is high glycemic index here between these two. What do you feel?
So people, Anuja is just trying to trick you, okay? Sometimes she's asking about the low GI, sometimes about the high
Yeah.
GI. Please pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So
The
most
dates
of,
are high in glycemic.
yeah, most of the answers are coming as dates, Anuja.
Yeah, why I put this particular picture here is many of the times as a coach we get from the clients कि अगर थोड़ा सा sweet craving है, can we have some dates? Right.
Yes.
But the date is high in glycemic index, guys. It is going to spike up the sugar level. Instead, go with the apple. It is low glycemic index and won't give you a higher spike. Mix it with some nuts again. Okay. So next time onwards, when you feel कि हमको ये question पूछना है कि sweet craving है तो date खा सकते हैं क्या? No. You can go ahead with the apple or any other fruit for that matter, okay, which is low in glycemic index.
Right. Any alternate?
Now,
You can go for any fruit options, basically.
Yeah.
This is little tricky, Anuja, I feel. Oranges or pineapple? What would you want to know? Low GI or high GI over here?
Let's understand low GI. What do you
Okay.
feel? What is low in glycemic index here? For glycemic index wise, देखेंगे people are right. But yeah, again, but even you can consider having pineapple sometimes as a fruit because that is, I guess, the glycemic load of pineapple is little less as compared to other fruits. So if we again take a deep in, let's say, knowledge about it, you can consider having that as well as a fruit.
Yeah, so basically what Anuja is trying to say is, yes, you can have oranges, but ऐसा नहीं कि you cannot have pineapple. So surely enjoy your pineapple as well.
Now, it is very easy to understand what is high glycemic index here. High glycemic index, yes, Raji. Very easy question. Eh? Now, you guys should understand this, why your coaches try to explain you कि आलू मत खाओ ज़्यादा. Don't add aloo into your routine because that is high glycemic. I guess this is it. What food can be added with pineapple? Some nuts, Rakesh, you can add with pineapple so that the sugar spike after that pineapple is not that high. So quiz to khatam ho gaya. Let us stop sharing and let us pour in your questions.
Yes.
We have tried and answered many of those in the chat only. But if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask.
Anuja, a few people had joined late, so they are requesting if you can quickly explain once more what exactly a GI is. I know this is a little repetitive.
Someone in the chat section asked me about sharing this particular slide. I'll share that and explain it again. Give me a second. This role of fiber. So I guess Shishir, you asked me to share this slide again. So basically why fibers are important. So fibers we get through vegetables. So adding vegetables first is going to help us because fiber supports our small intestine. It slows down our digestion. Once that is slowed down, the glucose from the rest of the meal which we are taking is absorbed to the lesser extent and smaller extent in our body. Hence, the sugar spikes are low and hence the other parameters, let's say fewer cravings, then your mood is good throughout the day, your energy levels are good throughout the day. All these things improves on the, like with this one only tip, that adding the salads first. For those who have joined late, we were just discussing what glycemic index is. Okay. So as I said at the start, there is no food that has no carbohydrate except the animal protein. Okay. Sirf there is ranking given to each of the carbohydrate, which we called as glycemic index. ठीक है. कुछ foods का carbohydrate is on the higher side because their GI is on higher side, and that gives you a sugar spike as compared to the low GI. So what we have to simply make sure here is adding low glycemic index food to make sure our sugars are in control. We are managing our weight well. We are able to manage our cholesterol, blood sugar, or any other parameter for that matter in a good range. We can consider going with the low glycemic index food. Okay, what about eating banana? What would be your take, Radhika, on this banana?
So banana again depends a lot on how your glucose levels are, right? So also if your sugar levels are in control, at times people prefer having banana as their pre-workout meal. So we can go ahead with that. And yes, as Anuja mentioned previously, whenever you're having your fruits, try to add some nuts and seeds with it, right? Because eventually, even though fruits are super healthy, they're rich in fiber, but also when it is a rich source of carbohydrate for us, right? And any rich source of carbohydrate is eventually capable of spiking up your sugar levels. So let's ensure whenever we have any fruit for that matter, let's try to add some nuts or seeds with it. We can just sprinkle some pumpkin seeds, some chia seeds, flax seeds, whatever you're comfortable with. That will eventually help us to control the spike, okay? I have shared in the chat section 4 different links of, what all guidelines that we were showing to you as a reference. So I've shared all the 4 different links with you. You can please copy paste it. And, most of your doubts or queries also regarding what is specific GI or GL of any specific food, you will have a better and brief understanding of that. So from the PPT, I've copy pasted the slide on the chat section for all of you.
I can see one question here. Apurva is asking, how can cravings for processed food can be catered? So Apurva, recently when I was doing a research about the cravings of processed food, not the sweet ones, but the processed food, I came across one research where they have done the research on 2 kinds with like the people who are having the cravings for processed food. They allowed them to have 1 katori of curd every day, okay, when they are craving for that particular food. And they have shown, let's say, approximately 50% reduction in that food craving for the processed food. And I have been trying this one thing with many of my clients. So you can also give it a try whenever you crave for the processed food. Have a, let's say, katori of homemade curd, obviously with no added sugar and anything. And check if you're still getting the cravings in that, let's say, but follow this particular tip for at least 10-15 days to get a good, let's say, response from your body if you're still craving or not.
Now, in terms of the chicken, whether they are given steroids or not, Mr. Ramadevi, it's very difficult to understand, because we cannot go to that ground level reality, how the food is being, grown, processed, what injections or what food has been probably fed to that XYZ factor, right? So these days, yes, but it's very true that, whatever food that we get in the market as of now, it's very difficult to get the organic one, right? And we always that is the reason why do we say, let's avoid the processed one, let's avoid the canned one. The reason being that it's very difficult to get the natural food what is required for the body. And that is also the reasons that these days we are not as healthy as our parents are or as our grandparents are, right? So we just cannot go to these ground level realities because we cannot go and check what water the chicken has been fed with or what food the chicken has been fed with, or what water your vegetables have been fed with. So we don't know that. What is in our hand is we can just try to go and have as much as clean food as we can, right? That is all in our hand for sure. So let's go ahead with that option. And in terms of custard apple, again, custard apple can surely spike up your sugar level, Selena. So let's ensure that you get in touch with your coach for this, because your coach knows better how your CGM graphs are, how your glucose readings are on a regular basis. If I have a very controlled reading and having some custard apple with some seeds and nuts is not spiking up my glucose levels, I can surely go ahead with that and consume it, right? But if I see my sugar levels are already on a very higher end, and having custard apple is really giving it a huge spike, I should surely avoid it in that case. It's very individual specific, I would say. So please get in touch with your coach for that.
Yeah. I've seen one question. Riya is asking vinegar or lemon juice, which can be consumed. So my take on that would be both have different properties to work on. So lemon juice has citric acid, vinegar has acetic acid. Okay. So you'll have to try both of them and you have to find out which works for you better. It is not like this is the best thing to do. It has to be personalized to your health. As Radhika said, you'll have to talk to your coach. You'll have to check with the spikes you are getting after having both of them. And then you can decide, okay, this is suiting my body. Okay? So anything related to diet is just not, okay, ye khao, ye na khao. This is not the thing. You have to be very personalized with everything. Ki ye particular cheese mujhe spike de rahi hai nahi. If not, try it 1 or 2 times more and then decide ki okay, you can continue doing that or not.
Right.
Okay.
We have again questions for the cooked rice, So as mentioned, it is all depending the resistance charge that is there. So you can clearly try, especially when you're on your CGM period, right? Because then you get the data throughout 24 hours, every 15 minutes, your CGM is capturing the data for you. So now maybe in one meal, you can try having your freshly cooked rice, and you can also keep that rice a little, to have you in the evening, and you can have the same rice in the evening hours again. And then you'll be able to see the difference of spike that you have after consuming the same rice, which was prepared at the same time with the same quantity of water and everything. So that is how you can go ahead with. So let us ensure that, we should be preferably having a little before cooked rice, which will eventually help us to control the spikes for us. That's the basic science behind it, right? And it actually plays a very crucial role. So I would suggest, please go ahead and try, especially on the CGM period. If your CGM period has been over, once you have your rice, please take your sugar readings with a glucometer. That will eventually help you for a better understanding.
Okay.
How to take apple cider vinegar, Mr. Anil? Okay, that's a wonderful question. Just a disclaimer again, do not take apple cider vinegar on your own. Please get in touch with your health coach. Firstly, do you need apple cider vinegar or not is a basic question. And in case if you need, what time, depending upon what time of the day you have your glucose spikes, maybe it can be in the fasting hours, maybe it can be in the post meal, post lunch, post dinner. So depending upon that, or apple cider vinegar is decided for you. Now again, apple cider vinegar being very acidic in nature, it can, ruin the enamel, the layer of your teeth. It's very, probably dangerous for your oral health if you're not taking it properly. So it's always taken around 15 ml diluted in some water and then probably taken as per the time decided by your coach. So please get in touch with your coach for the same. Yes, Mr. Kamal Kumar, as I mentioned, apple cider vinegar is very acidic in nature. For, out of 100 people, for 5, we will see that it is giving some acid refluxes or is increasing the acidity for them. Or also, if not taken properly, it might, disturb your oral health as well. So let's be very careful while taking apple cider vinegar again. Any questions, Anuja, that you want? I think
No, I guess we have covered almost all the questions.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I would
hope
like
all of you have again copy pasted the presentation, the links that I've shared with you. So please copy paste those for you. It's very essential for all of you to go through them.
Okay, Malti ji, your question is how to increase weight as I had lost 10 kgs. Doctor said sugar levels in high. So Malti ji, firstly, you will have to again, answering this question would be, not personalized right now. You can really discuss this with your coach so that she knows your lifestyle a little better. Right, she knows what do you do throughout the day. She knows how is your eating pattern. She knows how your body reacts to different food. So she will be able to guide you in a better way for the weight gain and everything. What happens if skipping breakfast or lunch? So Bhaskar ji, see, my take on skipping meals would be, please don't skip the 3 major meals. Okay. And if if you feel like, find out what time you're, much hungrier, and then you can add your major meal during that time. And like, again, my suggestion would be do not skip the meals, but you can keep a window of the fasting again during your meals. Yes.
healthy fats, as mentioned earlier, having a good amount of your nuts and seeds, avocado, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. These are good and healthy sources of, incorporating like healthy fats into your diet. So, Sridharji, these are the examples of your healthy fats. Any questions? I feel very hungry whole day. So, Mr. Anil, I hope you're checking your sugar level in that case, because if you're feeling very hungry, or it's like even after you're having your food and the hunger still remains, that means the sugar levels might be on a very higher end. That's a very clear indication of high glucose levels for you. So, I would request you to please go ahead and check your sugar level so that we know how the sugar levels are, and that will eventually help us to, take care of that. So also, if you feel very hungry throughout the day, let's ensure that you start following your meal sequencing, because if you start your meal with carbohydrate, or you have a high carbohydrate rich diet for your meal, that eventually will lead you to crave more throughout the day. And skipping off breakfast is not a very good option for us, because how our day is going to be eventually also depends on how did we start our day, right? So if we start our day on time, if we are hydrating ourselves well, if we are having enough amount of fiber and healthy fats since morning only, the cravings will automatically be reduced. But if the meals are not appropriate, they are very rich in carbs, eventually, that happens with me as well. At times, if I'm not having a good breakfast, I feel hungry. I crave for something or the other. I need to eat something. So that's quite natural. So let's ensure that we start our day good with a healthy meal, and that will help us to control the cravings for sure. And as mentioned, very, very importantly, check your sugar levels. Let's see how the glucose readings are for you. Because if it's too high, that might make you feel very hungry again and again.
So, Kamal, for uric acid, basically, you have to just avoid animal protein. Apart from that, you can consider having each and everything into your diet. You can consider having plant protein to cover up your protein intake for sure. Okay. But again, it depends on your uric acid level. So do consult with your health coach once to understand your lifestyle and your uric acid, what you can follow in that. Okay. Then Rajendra is asking triglycerides.
When it comes to triglyceride levels, Mr. Rajendra, we have to ensure that it's just not the diet. We have to work on overall lifestyle. How is your sleep routine? How is your physical activity routine for you? So if the lifestyle is very sedentary, let's not expect the triglyceride levels or lipid profile to be absolutely normal. Okay, अगर आपको अपने triglyceride levels को better रखना है, आपके lipid profile को अच्छी रखनी है, so we have to ensure that we are physically quite active. And as mentioned, we have to incorporate healthy fats. So, for example, if we incorporate having good amount of almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, these things will ensure that the bad fats or unhealthy fats are reduced, and healthy fats are, in the required portion amount in the body for us. So, lifestyle modification in terms of healthy eating habits and exercise is very, very crucial.
So Dr. Anil is asking milk, oats with seeds, and cut fruits. Is it a balanced breakfast? According to me, it is not a balanced meal. I'll tell you why. Because milk has sugar called lactose. Okay? Oats is again giving us carbohydrate. Fruits is again giving us carbohydrate. So the 25%, as I explained you in the plate, that 25% of carbohydrate, we are exceeding the carbohydrate here. Okay? So what you can do is simply switch this milk to yogurt or a curd so that it will not give us a spike. Okay. And in like seeds and fruits and oats, it's still fine. You can add some chia seeds so that the fiber intake in your food is increased. So this is how you can modify this meal, Dr. Anil. In place of eggs, what can be eaten as protein? So protein has many sources. So if you are asking in place of eggs, you can consider having sprouts, you can consider having dal, you can consider having any beans for that matter, you can consider having some paneer, completely fine.
Is stevia sugar replacement for cafe latte and tea recommended? So Mr. Bilal, firstly, let's not make stevia as a regular, I would say swap for sugar first of all. So it is said that, okay, stevia is a good option to have, in spite of going for different sugar alternatives. So we can have stevia, but again, maybe once in a while. let's not add it like, okay, we are having cafe latte every day or we are having tea every day. So in spite of sugar, let's add, stevia every day. I'll tell you my reason for telling you this is stevia is a natural, sweetener. It's a plant-based sweetener that we have. It's green in color. By the time you get it into your cup of tea, it's a white powder that you get mostly, right? So do you understand the amount of processing it has been through, that a green colored leaf has been provided to you as a white colored powder? And that is something which I'm not in a very favor of. So that is the reason that, okay, once in a while, maybe it's a festival season, some, a good dessert is prepared at your place. So, five family members of yours are having some dessert. So maybe for you as a cup of kheer, you can add some stevia to enjoy your dessert for that particular day. But it should not be like a regular practice that, okay, you're having your tea, add stevia. You're having your coffee, add stevia. It should not be like a routine for you for sure. Once in a while, that's okay. How much adding protein powders to meet protein requirements? So, Mr. Pawan, first of all, you need to understand how is your protein intake as of now, right? And we should never ever rely on protein requirement to fulfill through the protein powders. Firstly, we have to ensure that all the meals that we have should be having a good amount of protein in the thali only that you're consuming, right? So every major meal that you can eat should have at least 25% of proteins in your meal. And then if we have a rigorous workout, if we are doing a good physical activity, to probably, if we want to increase the protein intake, we can add protein supplements. So for example, my basic requirement of the protein would be around 0.8 to 1 gram per kg body weight of protein. But if I'm doing a very consistent and rigorous workout, I might need 1.2 gram of protein per kg body weight. In that case, we can go ahead with some protein powders. And but yes, as recommended, let's ensure that our thali is having good amount of proteins, and then we'll be going to the protein powders. That's point one. Also, point two is whether your gut health is capable of digesting the protein powder or not is another question, right? So even though protein powders, we can consume for sure, but for some people, they may lead to a lot of gastric issues. So let's ensure we also take care of that. Okay, that is very, very important. Sugar-fit protein powder, Selena, yes, it has some amount of stevia added to it, and that is also mentioned on the sugar-fit protein powder that we have. So the ingredients does consist of some amount of stevia in that. What about Kapiva dye-free juice? So I would not want to probably comment on that. We have built up our own product, which is the best composition in the market and compared to any other brands. So we have our sugar-fit control juice. I think we can surely go ahead with that. When it comes to your stevia in your protein powder, I'm sure your health coach might have probably taken care of that. And also the portion size that we have it in the protein powder is quite less. And if your coach is recommending you, I'm sure it is absolutely safe for you to consume that. Soaked fenugreek seed water is essential. Now, fenugreek is again a beautiful way to, control and take care of your insulin levels. It is something which is helping us to control and improve the insulin sensitivity. So that is the reason fenugreek seeds is a wonderful way to start your day, right? So you can surely go ahead with that. Either fenugreek seed water or a cinnamon water, basically you can go ahead with that. What are good options for your breakfast? That's a very generic thing. So, any good breakfast that we have, all is important is that we have it in a controlled portion size with required amount of fiber and protein added to it. That's what is the basic requirement of a breakfast that we have. Mr. Rao, how much protein powder can you consume? I would want you to probably get in touch with your coach because I'm not very well aware about how much proteins you're already taking through your diet. So please get in touch with your coach to get a recommendation of how much protein powder you should be consuming. Honey can be added to tea instead of sugar. Please go ahead with this, Anuja. Yeah, please take this.
So basically, honey, jaggery, and sugar, three are the same. Okay? It is giving you same calories, same sugar levels, and everything. So it is going to spike up the sugars as your sugar is spiking up the sugar. So my take on that would be, if you need to add honey or something, I'll suggest let's say, have a tea without sugar or ignore having the tea. Yes, SN Prasad ji, you can still see the expiry date of that sugar control juice and continue having. I guess the expiry of that juice is approximately 3 months. So you can check it once and you can see if you can still consume it or.
Kusum is asking Anuja, can she have peanuts at night after the dinner?
So my take on that would be I'm not a great fan of peanuts when it comes to having it as a snack because it has high saturated fat. So you will have to see what is your cholesterol levels and you'll have to talk to your coach if the cholesterol is low. You can have it or not. But my suggestion would be if you want to have something after dinner, go with almonds rather than peanuts because it is going to give you a little bit healthy fat as compared to peanuts.
Taking sugarcane juice in low quantity are good. Oh, you're taking a good, dose of glucose, I would say, when it comes to the sugarcane juice, Anuja.
Yeah.
It might really spike up your sugar levels, Mr. Rajendra. So let's be a little careful while having it. Not very much recommended for you for sure.
I
All right,
guess.
I think, yes, we have answered
Yes.
most of the questions.
So great, guys. Thank you for showing up to our session today. If you have any suggestions on the topics that we can cover in the upcoming sessions, please feel free to message us in our warrior groups and we will make sure कि वो topic हम cover करें in upcoming future sessions and see you guys soon in the next session.